Ever scroll through Instagram and think you're secretly broke while everyone else is living their best life? Well, let's talk about net worth. And spoiler alert, it's not just about owning a Lamborghini or flexing with a mansion. Net worth is actually a pretty simple concept, despite what financial gurus on TikTok might make you think. It's basically your financial report card, but way more important than that C minus you got in algebra. Here's the formula that's simpler than your favorite TikTok dance. Assets minus liabilities equals net worth. Think of assets as your cool stuff, your house, car, savings, investments. Liabilities are your not so cool debts, mortgage, student loans, that credit card you maxed out buying crypto. Let's break this down even further with some visual help. This accounting equation shows the relationship between what you own and what you owe. It's like the foundation of understanding your financial picture. Now, let's look at a real example that's way more relatable than those I bought my first house at 22 posts you see online. Here's what an actual person's net worth might look like. No trust fund required. Let me break this down Barney style so even your grandma gets it. You have stuff, that's your assets. You owe money, those are your liabilities. Subtract what you owe from what you have, and boom, that's your net worth. It's not rocket science, despite what some finance bros want you to think. And here's the cool part. You can actually track all of this. There are tools and apps that help you monitor your assets and liabilities over time. It's like having a fitness tracker, but for your money. Way more useful than counting steps, if you ask me. So, there you have it. Net worth isn't just about flexing with expensive cars or posting mansion pics for the gram. It's about understanding where you actually stand financially. And trust me, knowing your real net worth is way more satisfying than any Instagram like. All right, time to channel your inner Marie Kondo. But instead of asking if your clothes spark joy, we're asking if your finances spark. Well, anything other than anxiety. Let's take inventory of your financial life. First up, assets. These are all the things you own that actually have value. Your house, if you're lucky enough to own one and not still living in your childhood bedroom. Your savings account, even if it currently contains the financial equivalent of pocket lint. Don't forget your investments, whether they're going to the moon or straight to the Earth's core. And yes, that vintage Pokemon card collection absolutely counts. Some of those cards are worth more than most people's cars these days. Now for the not-so-fun part, liabilities. These are all your debts, the money you owe that keeps you up at night, your mortgage, which you'll be paying until you're basically ancient, student loans that follow you around like a persistent ex, credit card debt that grows faster than your TikTok screen time, and yes, even that questionable loan you took out to buy a life-sized Ryan Reynolds cutout. Hey, we've all made interesting financial decisions. Here's where the magic happens. Take all your assets, subtract all your liabilities, and boom, you've got your net worth. It's like basic math, but with more existential dread. Let's crunch some numbers. Say you've got a house worth 300,000, 15 grand in savings, and a Pokemon collection that's actually worth something. That's 320,000 in assets. But you also owe 250,000 on your mortgage, 30,000 in student loans, and 5,000 on credit cards. That's 285,000 in liabilities. Subtract those liabilities from your assets, and congratulations, your net worth is $35,000. Not bad. You're officially not broke, which in today's economy is basically winning the lottery. Remember, your net worth is just a snapshot of where you are right now. Whether it's positive, negative, or somewhere in between, what matters is that you're taking inventory and making a plan. Marie Kondo would be proud. So here's the $1 million question, or should I say the $2.5 million question. Are you actually rich? According to a 2024 survey, Americans think you need a whopping $2.5 million to be considered wealthy. That's a lot of tendies, my friend. But wait, there's more. Plot twist incoming. The same survey found that feeling financially secure only takes around $778,000. That's a pretty big difference, isn't it? Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The whole concept of being rich is totally subjective, fam. It's all about perspective and what wealth means to you personally. Think about it this way. Can you comfortably afford your lifestyle? Do you have financial freedom to make choices without stressing about money? If you answered yes, you might be richer than you think. Even if you're not literally swimming in Scrooge McDuck's money bin, like this legendary duck, you could still be living your best financial life. Remember, wealth isn't just about the number in your bank account. The bottom line, don't get caught up in arbitrary numbers or comparing yourself to others. Focus on your own financial goals and what makes you feel secure and happy. That's the real definition of being rich in today's world. All right, time for some real talk that might make you feel like the "this is fine" dog sitting in a burning room. The wealth gap in America is, well, it's pretty wild. Check out this chart showing how wealth is distributed in America over time. It's like watching the rich get richer while everyone else is stuck playing the same level over and over. Here's the tea. The top 1% controls roughly 30% of all wealth in America. That's like if you and 99 friends ordered pizza and one person took 30 slices while everyone else fought over the remaining 70. Now here's where it gets spicy. The median net worth is $192,900, but the average is over $1 million. It's like saying the average person in a room with Jeff Bezos is a billionaire. Technically true, but also completely misleading. This chart shows net worth by age, and you can see how the gap widens over time. The 75th percentile is living their best life, while the 25th percentile is still trying to figure out adulting. And just to complete the picture, here's how household income is distributed. Most people cluster around that $60,000 to $80,000 range, with a long tail of high earners pulling up the average. Look, I'm not here to make you feel bad or start a revolution. The playing field isn't fair, and that's just facts. But here's the thing. Understanding this gap can actually motivate you to level up your own financial game. All right, gamers, ready to unlock the cheat codes for boosting your net worth? We're going from financial noob to money master, and yes, it's easier than beating Dark Souls. Barely. Here are the 4 legendary strategies that actually work. Think of them as your financial power-ups. And yes, before you ask, we're definitely going to talk about that daily Starbucks habit. First up, increasing your income. This is like finding extra lives in a video game. Side hustles are everywhere these days, from driving for Uber to selling your art online. Even learning new skills on YouTube can lead to better paying jobs. It's big brain time. Now for the part everyone loves to hate, cutting expenses. Yes, we're going there with the Starbucks thing. $5 a day adds up to over $1,800 a year. That's not financial shaming, that's just math being savage. Strategy 3, the debt snowball method. This isn't just financial advice, it's psychology. You pay the minimums on everything, then throw every extra dollar at your smallest debt. When that's gone, you roll that payment into the next smallest debt. It's like a snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger and more powerful. Finally, investing. This is where the magic happens. Compound interest is basically your money having babies and those babies having babies. Start early, even with small amounts. Time in the market beats timing the market, as they say. And yes, we had to include the stonks meme because it's mandatory. Look, building wealth isn't about becoming the next Elon Musk overnight. It's about consistent small wins that compound over time. Automate your savings, stick to your plan, and remember that every financial influencer started somewhere. You're not trying to keep up with the Joneses anymore. You're building your own empire, $1 at a time. Now stop scrolling through financial TikTok and actually implement these strategies. Your future self will thank you, probably while sipping that homemade coffee and checking their investment portfolio. Time to level up. The financial world is evolving faster than a Pokemon, and you don't want to be the financial equivalent of a dinosaur. Time to level up your money game and future-proof those finances. First up, let's talk about building your financial fortress. Think of it like a skill tree in an RPG. You gotta start with the basics before you unlock the legendary loot. Now, here's where the magic happens. Investing early is like finding a cheat code for wealth building. Even if you're starting with the financial equivalent of pocket change, Time is your ultimate power up. Different generations have totally different ideas about wealth. Boomers might think you need millions to be rich, while Gen Z is out here feeling wealthy with a decent emergency fund and no student debt. It's giving different energy, and that's okay. Here's a reality check that hits different. Even a modest net worth in the US puts you in the global wealth elite. We're talking top percentile worldwide. It's like being a main character in the global economy without even realizing it. The key to not becoming a financial fossil? Keep learning, keep adapting, and keep building that net worth one smart decision at a time. The financial game is always updating, so make sure you're running the latest version. Now go forth and secure that bag.